it's physical to the loom. You watch him physically. It's laborious, right? I mean, we had a conversation recently too about how, what was traditional, again in air quotes, before the Spanish was backstrap loom. So Porfirio has done some really interesting conceptual textiles around kind of replicating the kind of body width strips that you would make on a backstrap loom. And it wasn't until the Spanish introduced the upright pedal loom that that then it required men. So previously women were the weavers, but the physicality of the actual loom required that men do the labor, the weaving labor. And so I think what we're seeing is, an evolution already, an innovation within, the past 500 years, and a transformation and an adaptability to the physical labor. But it also underscores the realities of many of these textile communities like Teotitlan del Valle, which are frequented for their products, and yet they're also seen as manufacturing centers. So they are a labor force in many ways, right? And so even within Mexico. And so you have the physical labor of creating something that many times you don't have creative control over, whether it's because of a restriction of what's traditional and what's saleable, or what a third party brings to you to create. And so much of this whole project was about, our curatorial team having a deeper understanding of the constraints, the economic constraints of craft production within Mexico, and that there's really not room for innovation and experimentation in a big sense, because you've got to be confident in what you can sell, because what you sell then feeds your family. And so what this project, we were really interested in is creating opportunities to, again, experiment and take risks, right? Which in many ways are things that we're blessed with, the freedom to do some of these things where, many peoples, especially in Mexico, in communities that are seen as traditional, they're sort of forced to maintain when they inherently are innovative, creative, dynamic people. And this is also this larger question about being contemporary. In one of our conversations, it came up, this actually it was Dahlia, our co-curator, who brought it up, but this desire of Indigenous people to be contemporary and to be seen as contemporary and living, and not something of the past or stuck in amber. And so I think what he's performing in this piece is in some ways like a liberation, but also a documentation, for lack of better words, of these centuries of labor. And by taking his loom to the fields of Ventura, the foothills of Ventura, he's also speaking to that landscape and how many of his, community members are actually laboring on the land, providing, a huge economic resource for our region.